This conference
So
will now be recorded.
when we are saying that it's for 7.6, so before jumping to the 7.6, once we'll start the training, I will show you how this is different from the prior versions and all. Okay, current version which is going on right now, that is 7.19, which is far ahead from 7.6 version when we compare to the feature and everything. Okay, but here we are going to discuss about applications, desktops, and your server virtualization, as well as your provisioning services PVS as well, how we monitor the environment from end to end. Okay, how we support that environment, as well as what are the troubleshooting tools we do have. After this particular course, you guys will be comfortable even to design a Citrix environment also. Okay, if you take a little bit extra effort from your end along with us, then you will be able to design a Citrix environment too. Okay, so trust me on that. So here, obviously, we will discuss about Active Directory and group policies also. But prior to that, we should have a
Hey,
little
sorry.
bit knowledge.
Can you
Sorry.
get, there's a lot of feedback coming from, I think, Abraham's mic, so your
Okay,
voice cutting out.
I guys, I'm
Yeah,
requesting
yeah.
to mute
Request
everybody, please.
others who are not speaking, please go for mute. Ibrahim and Noor, go mute yourself.
Okay, it's better now. Okay, so I was saying that to jump on the Citrix, we should have a knowledge on Windows servers. Okay, current Windows servers, but that is 2019 is already out, but 2016 people are working a lot on that. Even the latest version of the Citrix environment supports Windows 2016 data center editions as well. So I'm not we don't require a mastery on the Windows servers or Active Directory or group policy, but at least you should have a little bit knowledge on that part as well, because that is something which will support better when you come to the Citrix environment. Okay, so although in our training I will show you that part as well, that what particular area we are looking for. Suppose if we are saying about the DNS, so DNS, IIS, DSCP, that's a like a very wide area. But we are not looking for every stuff in the DSCP server or DNS server. So we have a very little area where generally we deal as a Citrix admin or as a Citrix architect over there. So that part we'll see in our training. Okay. This particular course would be for 40 hours. Okay, 2 hours per day, Monday to Friday. And one thing I would like to tell you, guys, that I do have morning time available. So when I'm saying morning time means morning IST time, India timing. Okay, so morning time I do have available, and we can discuss about the availability, exact timing, and then we can start. Okay. One more thing, it's very flexible about the timing and all. So suppose today we are doing 8 to 10, tomorrow based on our availability we can shift our little bit timing here there. Okay, so no need to worry about it. Okay, so here architecture, printing part, director, and user profiles, everything, storefront, all these things we will discuss over there. Okay, now this is the course outline which you can see in front of you. When I'm saying course outline, these are just module. In each and every module there's a huge area to learn. Okay, when we are talking about understanding the architecture of XenApp and XenDesktop, this is the you can say a moral of all this particular outline area, because understanding the architecture, it's now totally different, which I was talking about, that from 6.5 or 4.5 series it's totally changed now. Okay, so let me take you through how it works actually, and what are the stuff we do have over there. Okay, let me clear this part, just a minute. Okay, so when we are talking about Citrix, okay, before that we should talk about our virtualization, because Citrix is all about virtualization, and it's not only for Citrix. Any kind of virtualization you should have, okay, from any of the vendor. but the basic concepts will be same. Okay. So, guys, if you don't mind, can you just give me a little bit idea of what do you have understanding about the virtualization? Any idea? Anybody?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you have virtualization or basically virtualized hardware, a compute resource, like a server on top of a hypervisor on a server. And because a server may not be utilizing its full resource, you can run multiple virtualized operating system servers on top of the hypervisor. The hypervisor manages the virtual VMs. Still have the main server, but instead of single box running one, you're basically now can have multiple servers on one host server.
Great, great. Okay, good. Ibrahim, do you know anything about virtualization?
In general, he did describe it, but in general, I know that you can have multiple machines on a single machine. You call it server, and to save inventory, to save space, to save money. That's how we can have hundreds of machines on one server.
Okay, great. So, guys, you all are correct. Okay, but in generic, when we say about virtualization, it's simple that whatever we don't have in premises, but still we are using it, that's a part of virtualization. Okay. Even nowadays, whatever we are using over the cloud as well, that is also a virtualization. Okay. Virtualization is not limited up to application or desktop nowadays. Okay. Nowadays, we do have virtualization. If we describe it, that is server virtualization. Okay. Your desktop's virtualization, your application virtualization, as well as your storage virtualization, your network virtualization. Everything is getting virtualized now. Okay. So earlier, when this virtualization concept came into picture, it got started from here, server virtualization. Then it got started with application virtualization. But now it's expanded more in another wings as well. Okay. The server virtualization idea was not only from Citrix, okay, it was given by IBM earlier in 1960s. At that time, nobody used that particular idea, but now they worked on that, and that's how they came up with the picture of hypervisor. So nowadays, what we are saying, right, that we can host multiple machines on one host and all these things. That is also a part of virtualization, and that comes under hypervisor. So this hypervisor, which is actually a software, this is also a part of virtualization, because with the help of this hypervisor only we are able to build our in-premises environment to support a virtualization content. Okay, so this particular hypervisor, we have both kind of, where we say soft layer hypervisor, soft layer, as well as we do have bare metal also. When we say bare metal, this kind of hypervisor is known as a type 1, where you might saw a major vendor, which is VMware, your ESXi servers, ESXi host, okay, as well as Citrix Xen server, you can see over there, as well as your Microsoft Hyper-V is there, okay, and there's a one more player in the market which come into the competition, that is Nutanix. So Nutanix Acropolis is also there in the picture, okay. This one, as well as this one, based on Linux kernel, and Hyper-V is based on Windows. Okay, so these are bare metal hypervisor. When we are saying bare metal hypervisor, you can understand clearly that you might purchase a box from the market, or it could be a branded one. Let's say you purchase a Dell server, and instead of installing a Windows or any another operating system direct to this particular server, you are directly inserting a CD or DVD of your hypervisor, and without any base OS, you are installing a hypervisor directly to this particular metal box. That's why we say bare metal hypervisor. Okay, because on top of these hypervisors you are trying to build every stuff over there. Okay, it could be a desktops, it could be multiple OS, it could be Windows, Linux, even Mac as well, multiple things you are doing over there. Okay, so and this software hypervisor which we use just for the training purpose means your under for your understanding. Suppose you would like to describe a particular topic and you want to see in your environment how it works, you can set up in your laptop as well if your resources allow. Okay, so here we do have major players like VMware Workstation, VMware Fusion for Mac systems, okay, and your Oracle VirtualBox or your Red Hat KVM. Like that, we do have players here in software hypervisor, but this one we don't use in the production environment because this is something which works on the base OS. So this is uh, suppose this is your laptop where you do have your base OS. On top of your base OS, you are installing your hypervisor over here, and on top of it, you are making your virtual machines. So the problem with this software hypervisor, if your base OS is down, the complete environment is down over there. That's why we don't support this software environment on the production. But yes, this one it works on the production because there is no base layer. Directly there's a hypervisor. Now, if we go more in depth, then there's a question comes that how this hypervisor works when we don't have any base OS. So that is the part which we have to discuss in the training in detail. Okay. After this, we do have application virtualization in picture. And when we say application virtualization picture, then major, or I would say a monopoly in the market, which we say about the XenApp. So XenApp, when we are talking about the prior versions, it got started from XenApp version 1 and XenApp version 2, 3, like that. Earlier, name was different. We used to say MetaFrame servers, presentation server up to 4 series, and XenApp 6.x series was the last one, which was based on an architecture called as IMA, Independent Management Architecture. So this particular architecture is over now. We don't have any more this particular architecture. The new architecture is there in the market, that is FMA, Flex Multicast Architecture. The problem was with this particular architecture, with the way how server communicate with the another server. So for example, just imagine in brief, let's say this is a one XenApp server, this is second XenApp server, and this is a AD server, and this is a SQL server, and let's say this is your license server. The problem was this particular XenApp server will communicate to each and every component with the same service, and that service was IMA. So the problem was if your IMA service was down, then this particular XenApp server will be considered as offline. Okay, so you can see that there's a lot of dependency on one IMS service. So if this IMS service, this XenApp server will go out from this particular production environment immediately. But in FMA architecture, we don't have that kind of stuff. So here what happens, suppose this is your one XenApp server, this is second XenApp server, this is your AD server, this is your SQL server, and this is your license server. Here, the communication with each and every subordinates happen with a different service altogether. Just imagine that XenApp service, this XenApp server is communicating with AD server, let's say with the AD identity service. Just imagine for that, okay? So it communicate with AD identity service, and this XenApp server communicating to another XenApp server with a service called as broker service. So now the benefit is, let's say if your AD identity service is down, so what will happen? Only this communication will get broke down, only this communication. But remaining another communication are still in progress, or they are still working, okay? So that's a benefit of your Flex Multicast architecture, because here we do have flexibility where it communicates with different servers with a different services, and that's how it works, and that's how it is. And this particular FMA architecture is not new. It's new for XenApp, but it's not new for XenDesktop because this particular architecture we were earlier already following with the XenDesktop, which is our desktop virtualization. Okay, so XenDesktop till 5 series, it was also considered as a different product. XenApp was considered as a different product. So XenApp was used only for application virtualization. XenDesktop was used only for desktop virtualization. But now picture is totally changed, and how it works now, let me show you guys. So this XenDesktop, also we say that it works on MCS, machine creation service. MCS, machine creation service. This is something which we say it's a technology behind the XenDesktop, how it creates multiple machines when we have to virtualize the VMs. Okay, this particular technology is still there. We works on the same technology. Okay, so now what happened from 7 series onwards, picture is like this. All these things comes under Excalibur series. Okay, when you say 7.x, this is known as the Excalibur series. Here every product comes, XenDesktop also, XenApp also, and your PVS also. PVS is a provisioning services, which is a different product from the Citrix to virtualize XenApp and XenDesktop, as well as to support the desktop virtualization and application virtualization with the help of PVS. Okay, we'll discuss in detail in our training that why PVS in picture when we already have a XenDesktop to virtualize the desktops, because PVS and XenDesktop works together to reduce the storage consumption. Okay, so there are a lot of things to discuss over there. So nowadays, whatever the series coming up, all are coming up together. Okay, let's say now XenDesktop 7.19 is there in the market. So XenDesktop 7.19, XenApp 7.19. Similarly, PVS also your is 7.19. XenDesktop and XenApp are no more a different product. They are same product, but still people can set up a different server like that. Okay, for XenApp I'm setting up a different server. XenDesktop I'm setting a different server, but they are no more different product. They are working on one architecture, that is FMA architecture. Clear so far? What I'm trying to give you the introduction about these products, guys. Any confusion?
No, we are good.
Okay, Noor.
Yeah, no, it's good so far.
Okay, great. So along with these guys, there's a one more product which we have to discuss, that is StoreFront. Before this 7 series, we used to have a server called as a web interface server. Okay, that web interface server was used to create a website and whatever the resources we do virtualize at the back end, maybe application or desktop or server. With the help of web interface server, we used to provide those resources to the user. But now from 7 series onwards, we don't use web interface server, we use now StoreFront server. Okay, names got changed but purpose is same. Okay, web interface server was also used to create website. Okay, here also in StoreFront we used to create a website, but name is store now. So here we don't say website, we used to say store. Feature wise, yes, StoreFront is more secure, more featured when it compared to the when we compare to the web interface. And when we say about the security and feature wise, it comes along with NetScaler. So from Citrix, there's another product called as a NetScaler. So although for NetScaler, you should be a part of a networking team where you should have a complete knowledge about networking area, but no need to worry, guys. I will give you a brief, or I will give you an intro as well about the NetScaler, how it works and why it's required in the Citrix environment. This is also a Citrix product, which is old product from Citrix, and it's a hardware device which when it comes to the network, as well as load balancing, as well as your DNS load balancing. There are multiple areas where it works. Okay, so that's a part of Netscaler. When we discuss about storefront, we will connect with your Netscaler as well. Now here I would like to make one thing very clear for you guys about the cloud, because people have a lot of confusion when we say about the cloud. So they don't know exactly what the cloud is. It could be AWS, Azure, or Citrix Cloud, or VMware Cloud, whatever it is. Okay, but what is the cloud? Why we use it? You should know the reason behind it. Okay, so let me draw something for you. Okay, guys. So just think over here. Let's say this is your data center. Ibrahim, might be you can understand it better because you are working on a data center part. So maybe. So let's say this is your data center over here. In your data center, you have multiple servers for so and so things. Okay. Just imagine my purpose was to provide 200 applications to my users. Those could be environmental critical applications. It could be a SAP application, business environment application, so many things. But we do have all this stuff on our data center. Okay. Now here, how you created those applications doesn't matter for end user. That's the main stuff. Okay, so on your data center, how did you set up your environment? Only data center people know about that, but from the end user perspective, we are not concerning about it. End of the day, we require applications. How you are providing, it's up to you. We should the performance should be optimized. That's the thing. Okay, now just imagine at the back end you have 3 servers. What kind of servers? I don't know. Okay, but you have 3 servers where you set up all these 200 applications, and to provide a load balancing as well as for redundancy purpose. If one goes down, another one can provide you in the failover time. We set up multiple servers for the same purpose. Now here we have end user. Okay, now end user is having a laptop where he would like to use those applications. Now how you are providing these applications to the end user? Their cloud come into the picture. Simple. Okay, now this cloud could be Azure, this cloud could be AWS, this cloud could be your Citrix cloud, or this cloud could be your VMware cloud or Google cloud or your IBM cloud. Nowadays so many, and even Oracle cloud as well. So at the back end, if we are talking about, let's say Azure with Citrix, at the back end, how you set up your environment, you will get a console over here, which is your Azure portal. Okay, as an admin or as an architect or as a consultant or as a developer, you have access only to this area, guys. This is your Azure portal. Okay, this is your Azure portal. You have access only to this part. This is just a console. Okay, where you work, you have a setup, you just open over there, and that's how you're working. Simple, nothing more than that. But at the back end, how this is working, nobody have access. Okay, in cloud there are a lot of gray areas. Only cloud developers who work on the data center at the back end, only those people are aware how those things are getting established over there. That's the reason over the cloud, when we say about the troubleshooting, it's very less. It's very less. Okay, when it compared to the in-premises environment, in premises environment we can do a lot. Okay, because that is something which we do have in house. We can do a lot of stuff, but in cloud we can't do like that. Even if you raise a ticket with the Microsoft as well, and you say, hey, I have this particular problem, they will also look from the similar end where you are sitting over there. Okay, whatever the logs we do have available, just over there. After that they would say, no, we can't do anything here as of now. We have to send it back to the cloud development team which work on the data center. So this cloud is just a medium, okay, to provide you the resources which we are getting developed at the back end. to the end user. Now these particular servers, guys, whatever you are looking at the data center end, they, here they are using virtualization technique. That virtualization technique could be Citrix, it could be a Google, okay, it could be a VMware, or it could be any another technique to virtualize the resources. But end of the day, they are also on virtualization on at the back end, and with the help of cloud, they are just providing to you. And what is the benefit of over the cloud to you guys as well, and to the vendor also? For you guys, the main thing is you need not to worry how these applications are coming, because you need not to maintain the backend environment. Major player or like Microsoft, they are maintaining it from the data center, and they are maintaining it. They have that particular responsibility. That's why they are charging you. Okay. Similarly, if you come for the AWS as well, same kind of stuff we are doing over there. So here, when we say about XenDesktop or XenApp and all these things, we have Azure portal where we can set up a XenDesktop server, a XenApp server. At the backend, those stuff will go in the Azure data center. Okay. And from there, with the help of a website, we are providing to the end users. But when it comes to the troubleshooting, whenever any issues comes, our hands are tired over there compared to the in-premises environment. Because in in-premises environment, we do have access in and out. We can do a lot, but in cloud environment, it's very less. And here, that's how Citrix Cloud come into the picture. That's why from 7.19 onwards, Citrix is providing one software called as a cloud connector, where you can make your environment as a hybrid environment, guys. Okay, so here you could have a cloud connector in your environment, which is an in-premises environment. Here you do have a cloud connector which will connect you with the cloud. From next year onwards, Citrix Cloud and Azure are going to merge together. So no more different cloud. Okay, and with the help of Cloud Connector, you can make your environment as a hybrid, where you have few stuff on the cloud and you have few stuff on your in-premises environment. Whatever you feel that is something more important and you would like to manage in-house for security, safety purpose, you can make it like that. Whatever you feel that okay, it's generic, I can make it on the cloud and there's no problem like that, you can push it on the cloud part, so that management would be easy. And all these things can be managed with the cloud connector. That's how we work, guys. Okay. So right now, whatever I gave you, this is just a brief, just take you through all the intro part about the products, how the Citrix introduce all these things. But once we'll start the training, you will do a deep dive over there. No need to worry. Any doubt, guys? Ibrahim, no.
No, so good. I mean, like a big question that I don't know if you're gonna touch base on this. So, are we gonna have any kind of like a lab environment to like, I mean, to actually go inside and to look at the settings or?
Got it. Okay. For that, no need to worry, because anyhow, lab environment I do also have, which I will share throughout the meeting. And I hope Srini is also providing some lab facility. Srini, do you have like that? Srini, are you there? Okay, maybe he's away for a moment now. Okay, no worries. So regarding the lab, no need to worry, because I do have a small data center kind of setup at my home as well. So during the training, we'll do from the scratch. So you will see every stuff. Along with that, if you want, I can help you to make a lab in your laptop as well. If you have proper resources, if you don't mind, can I know like how much RAM you have in your laptop and hard disk size?
I think, I mean, yeah, I have a good amount. It's 32 gigabyte RAM.
Oh, that's great. And hard disk size available at least 500 GB
Yeah,
availability.
yeah.
Okay, then it sounds great because we required at least 24 GB RAM. You have 32 gig, so that is something which is more than enough. So no need to worry. Uh, First, we will go through the lab which I do have, and side by side you can set up a lab in your laptop as well. I will guide you in that, so there's no need to worry about it.
Oh, okay. So like, I mean, I don't have, you know, what's that called? The that's
ISOs? Yeah, I got it. I will provide you. No need to worry. All the hypervisors, all the Citrix ISOs, I will share the link to you. You can download, and that's it. No need to worry.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Any another doubt, guys?
Yeah, I mean, that was my big thing because I mean, you know, while lectures are great, like being able to go a little hands-on and do some of the, you know, things ourselves to, you know, be familiar is a big key to actually learning the material.
No, that's really required because this is completely a professional training. So if you will do a practice from your end, obviously you will be able to do better. That's really required. Yeah.
And I didn't catch in the beginning you mentioned so like the training, which are the two certificate? It covers two certification or just one? So
Let
which?
me take you through that part as well. Just a second. Don't worry. I will clear you all the doubts here. So from the Citrix end, when we talk about the certification, okay, so certification comes in this range: CCAV, CCPV, and CCEV. Okay, Citrix Certified Associate in Virtualization, Citrix Certified Professional, and Citrix Certified Expert in Virtualization. This particular certification you will be able to do after this particular training. Okay, but this certification, the training which we are going to provide you, that is something more than enough, but it requires some, practical knowledge as well, for some real-time knowledge as well. So that is something which you will shoot when you will work on the projects for some time. Let's say after training you are working for 1 year, so you will be able to see a different kind of environment, and then only you can opt for this particular certification, CCP professional. So initially you can opt for this one, which you can do. If you want, you can try just after the training. You can go ahead and try, just pay to the Citrix, and you can try for this one. This one I would suggest you at least go after 1 year. After 1 year, at least, because you will see a different environment. Okay, different requirement will come in your Citrix environment. Then only you will be able to understand the CCP. You got my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the thing. And this CCEV certification, that is something which is more on a architectural part. So once you have a bigger experience, not only about Citrix, like I'm explaining you that you should have experience in, surrounding technologies as well, where it comes for the storage, network, as well as multiple operating systems, multiple virtualization techniques. Then later on, you can opt for CCEV. This is pretty expensive as well.
So even though, like you said, you know, we're gonna mostly more talk about the on-premise stuff. Like I was looking at the exam overview for the one, it talks about like migrating to Citrix Cloud.
Yes.
I mean, you'll cover that topic, but we just won't, I guess, deep dive into it.
Exactly. That's true. That's true. Okay. Yeah. But for CCAV and all, no need to worry, because that is something which is more required part, not about the cloud. Because as I told you, when we say about the cloud, that's a very small area. Okay, because cloud is just a medium, as I explained you. But when we talk about the Citrix, if you will learn about the in-premises, then only you will be able to understand how we do it from the scratch. When we say about the designing part, then that designing part comes from you as well. So that's what we have to learn. Okay.
So I don't know what they're calling it now, but like, are you gonna also cover like, I mean, so I mean, is the training mostly mapped to that certification stuff, or are you gonna cover like things like, say, for example, like before they had edge site, right, for monitoring
Exactly,
and
exactly,
things like that, and troubleshooting, being able to do like, will you cover
exactly.
those or
Yeah,
NetScaler or those some of
uh,
those facilities?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. CCAV is not only for, application or desktop. Whatever we are talking about, all these things are the part of your CCAV. Like
Oh.
your monitoring tool. So earlier we had S-Site, now S-Site is no more. Now all the feature of S-Site are moved to the director. So director is the only monitoring tool for the Citrix. So obviously this is also a part of our training. When we talk about NetScaler, so NetScaler not in depth, okay, because not NetScaler is a different training altogether. There is a separate certification for NetScaler, so that is not a part of our training. But how we connect with the NetScaler, why we required with the NetScaler as well as the basic, that is the part of this certification. Because NetScaler comes with the networking part, where it comes with CCNA certifications and all. There it comes with the NetScaler. You got my picture. These
Gotcha.
are three different areas from the Citrix which you need to understand. One is Windows, another one is Linux, and another one is networking. These are the three major dividend from the Citrix. When we say about Windows, here we have all the certifications.
Hmm.
That is for your XenDesktop, XenApp, provisioning services, StoreFront, Citrix licensing, and all those stuff. When we say about Linux, there it comes about Xen Server, Xen Mobile, like that, which are based on Linux operating system. So there's a different certification for that. Similarly, when we talk about networking, so there's a totally different area for that, like your NetScaler, which is a major part. Similarly, there are another access gateway as well. So these are the three different areas from the Citrix. So where we have to work, that is the first one. I hope it's clear now, right?
Yep. Okay.
Any another
What
doubt?
about storefront? Are we going to get some?
Yes, not some a complete knowledge about the storefront, because that comes here. No need to worry. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you'll guide us to create that the lab in our laptop or access to
Yeah,
your.
obviously. Yeah, obviously. That's true. That's true.
I
Because
do have a
my
separate machine actually. It have about
that
that is going to
uh-huh.
be beneficial or
Yeah, definitely. What is the resources? How much
actually
RAM over there?
it was a long time ago. I bought a Dell server T110. It has
Mhm.
about 1 terabyte of hard drive and about but memory is not much. I think 10 gig or something.
10 gig, I would definitely say will not help much. But if 10 gig is already there, I think there's no big deal in that. If you will go, you can just expand it by just spending little bit money. You can expand to the 16 GB, and once you have 16 GB, that is more than enough. But yeah, if you
Okay.
have a separate machine, that is also something which is very, very helpful. Let me show you guys what I am trying to say. So here,
Prince, did
uh-huh,
you say you needed 500 gigabyte free of space or 500 megabyte?
no, gigabyte hard disk.
Can I use the external? Because my
Yeah,
laptop is
yeah,
500, but it's only 100 gig free. So
you can use external. No need to worry about it.
okay.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. So as you can see over here, Ibrahim, so this is the console of Xen server, which I was talking about, the bare metal hypervisor. Okay. So in my case as well, this Xen server is installed in a separate machine altogether. But I am accessing that Xen server hypervisor with this particular console called as a Xen Center in my laptop. So that's how it works. It means I have a lab in different machine altogether, but with the help of laptop, I can access. So that's how you have to work as. I will guide you. No need to. Okay.
Do we have to, means as I said, I have nothing on it right now. Do I have to have hypervisor installed and then we can have other
Exactly.
stuff? Okay.
That's true. That's true. I will provide you ISO. You can just burn into the DVD. You can put up over there, or maybe in a pen drive. You can directly install over there. And once it is done, then based on the IP, we can connect with your laptops. Okay. Clear, guys? Any doubt? Anybody? Okay. Uh, so far I'm good, guys, with the demo part. I hope you like it, or if you have any better idea involve in this, you can let me know as well. But once we'll start the training, you will feel that particular vibe as well, that why we are talking about all the certifications, because there are different products will come over there. Whatever I gave you, this is just a brief, but once we'll start actual training, then you will feel that. Okay.
So yeah, so I mean, in terms of, like, so for example, today you did a lot of whiteboarding. So is that typically, like, I guess the way you do most of the training, or do you like switch back and forth with some PowerPoints and
Yes, there are a lot of things over there. Yeah, you got it. There are a lot of things like that. Okay. So whenever any topic comes for explaining, then it comes to the whiteboard. Okay. But this whiteboard won't be much used because this is a professional training, so we have to jump on the practical part. So I would say hardly 3 to 4 classes will be theoretical, remaining all are the practical only. But yes, to make your concept clear, we have to use the whiteboard. That's true, because I don't support more about that PowerPoint PPTs and all. Those are hardcore written. I would like to explain everything like you and me are sitting in front of each other and how we are discussing. That's what I use to whiteboard more. Okay.
Gotcha. Will you get any kind of the, I guess, the
Document?
course document, or the training manual, so to speak?
Yes, you will get it. Don't worry, you will get. Even you will get white papers as well. So being a Citrix architect, I will provide white papers also. I don't know how much you can understand from those white papers, but yeah, maybe in future, once you will be once you will be capable to grasp that kind of knowledge, you can use those white papers, because that is something which is, a complete book of Citrix, you can say. Like, okay.
And like, yeah, that's fine. So I mean, in terms of the scheduling, like I think in the beginning you're mentioning about tomorrow. So like, I mean, if for me, I don't know if you're planning to do like 7 days a week or 6 days. Like, I mean, I just, because I was actually like, this caught me by surprise. I was actually trying to prepare for some Azure certification. So like I kind of need at least 2 days in the weekend to work on my Azure stuff. So
Okay. I would say I would say one thing over here, guys. It's not about 7 days at all. Okay. Either it happens on weekdays or it happens on weekend. Okay. So here, if we will start, we will do it Monday to Friday, not on Saturday, Sunday.
okay.
So for your Azure certification, you would have time for your weekend. You can do that part. No need to worry.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. And for me, like how we connected today by 7 a.m. IST, that is fine for me as well. If you want to connect by 8 a.m. IST, I'm also okay for that. So for me, it's okay. It's up to you guys. How would you like to go through in morning time? Noor, from which part of US you are?
I'm in Florida currently, so I'm Eastern time.
So what's the current time over there? I think
it's currently
8:30.
10:23. Yeah, 10:23.
10:23. Okay, perfect. So
So
is
like,
this time,
we started at 9:30 for me, which I mean, like, if we're doing 2 hours, it does get like 11:30, but that should be okay. I mean,
okay.
we
So
can try that.
I would say one more thing, guys. I don't know. It's up to you. But 2 hours every day will be a huge stuff for you guys to go through.
Right.
So initially, I'm not denying that part that you can't do. Okay, don't take me in that direction. But initially, when I will do in let's say first 2 or 3 classes for 2 hours, then automatically you guys will say, hey, we need some time as well, because 2 hours it would accumulate a lot of data, and
I
which is
know,
something
and
you
I
have
mean,
to do also.
yeah, like I mean, I did a different course, like the HL7 course, and I mean, it was a lot. Like I mean, and
Yes.
so I wonder, like, or would it be better to do like kind of every other day, like or like three, instead of having like doing like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that kind of schedule.
Yeah,
I
alternate
don't know.
days you are saying, right?
Maybe that's an
Correct.
option.
No, I'm okay. See, I do provide fast crash as well. I do provide small pace as well. So I'm okay.
Right.
If you are guys okay for alternate days, I'm okay, because end of the day you have to understand.
Exactly.
Okay.
I mean, if that's too slow, we could do just like 2 days on, like Monday, Tuesday, take the Wednesday off, and then Thursday, Friday, and then I'll have the weekend, Saturday,
Yeah, we
Sunday.
can say we
Yeah.
can do, because once we'll start the training, it's all about our availability. There would be some time where I'm not available, so obviously I will inform you prior. So definitely there's no need, there's no worry about it, so we can do
Yeah,
that.
because like I think just like a straight 5 days with like 2 or even 1.5 hour of materials, because I mean I still
It's
have my day
huge,
job,
it's
and
huge. Yeah,
it's it gets a lot, and
it's
family.
yeah. No, that's true, it's huge. But yeah, as I told you that once we'll start the training, it's between you and us, like how we are going to decide the timing based on our convenience. We can do it, so there's no big deal.
So I mean, yeah, I don't know what's Abraham's or like he hasn't
uh
spoken much, so.
Brian, what about you? Like, is this fine morning time for you?
Yeah, timings are good. Actually, at Monday and Tuesday, I
Mhm.
work until 10. So that means if it can be moved further for another half an hour, that will be good.
Mhm.
But and I did like that idea. Alternate day will be much better because
That's something. For me, it's fine. It's all about you guys. For me, it's fine. You make it alternate day, you make it a continuous day, I'm okay. End of the day, you should understand, because end of the day, you should say that, yeah, hey, I'm benefitable after this training. So that's what.
or else what we can do is instead of finishing it within 4 weeks, we can do it for 8 weeks, and instead of 2 hours, if we can do it for 1 hour, 5 days a week,
That
that is not a good.
that would be too slow, Ibrahim, I would
Oh,
say, because the reason behind Citrix training, because here, we have to start. Once we'll start the practical, you will feel that vibe, because here we have to start multiple machines, and a lot of time it happens that some machine is down. We have to power on. We have to restart. So 1 hour will go like very quick. So
Yeah.
it would be like a break time, or all the moments. So
okay.
that's why 2 hours alternate day is fine. That's not a problem at all. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let us think about that. I think that is a much better option.
So
Yeah,
Abraham, you
I'm
said
okay.
you work nights on Monday and Tuesday, right? And
Only
then
Monday and Tuesday, yes.
Monday and Tuesday.
Actually, I
So,
am off
so
Thursday,
would it
Friday.
make sense? And sorry, and Friday?
I am off Thursday, Friday. I work Saturday to Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So, Saturday to Wednesday. Oh, so is Saturday night also like is late? I mean, you get
No,
off at 10? Oh, okay.
oh, I'm Saturday, Sunday, Monday is morning shift, so I am free in the evening anytime.
Gotcha. So would that make sense to actually then maybe do it like instead of doing a Monday, like could we do maybe like, hey, Wednesday, Thursday, have Friday off, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday is off
Yeah,
because of your night schedule,
that
right?
is perfect for me. Yep,
I'm
that is
okay, guys. Yeah, I'm okay, guys. If you decide for that part also, I'm okay. Like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday also we can do like that.
Yeah. So I mean, like Wednesday and Friday, then I mean, if we do alternate, it would be Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday night.
Yeah,
So,
you can. Sunday, like as I'm saying, evening time would not be available for me on any day. Okay, because I do have another
our evening, right? So I think you would be Monday
morning time.
morning.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Sunday evening means Monday morning for you.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's fine. No need to worry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
look,
yeah, so I think that would work. Like, I mean, yeah, like if you want, like, you know, let's because I mean, yeah, if we start at 10 o'clock, getting done by 12, like, I mean, my energy's gonna be like the last hour, you know, it'll be like, okay, glaze over. So
No, it's absolutely fine. So I think I'm okay with the timing. So there's no big deal in that. So maybe you guys can discuss with the Srini, and then we can start over there. Okay.
okay. All right, buddy. When are you planning to start the class actually?
I can start from tomorrow itself. It's up to you guys. Yeah, because
I think
that's what I'm. Sorry.
yeah, I would prefer, just because, like, yeah, I'm trying to finish up and then just hopefully within a week take this Azure thing. So if, you know, like, I would prefer if we can, yeah, like, go, you know, start on that Wednesday, and, you know, we'll talk to, I guess, Srini about it, if that's okay.
Yeah, I'm okay about it, because my another batches which are going on for Australia people, that is very early in the morning. So obviously your timing will not collapse with them. So I'm okay with that.
Okay, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thank you, guys.
Abraham,
Yeah.
where are you based out of? I didn't catch.
I'm in Maryland.
Ireland. Okay. Good deal. So you're Eastern as well, so.
Yes, we are same timings. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Because your time zone is similar, so I think it's
9:30. Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
And it is 10:30 now here.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Abraham, would it be okay for 9 o'clock on those like, or 9th, or which is more preferable?
No, I work Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm working the second shift. So
No, like Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 9.
Wednesday is not good for me.
Oh, I thought, okay. At 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m.
10 will be good on Wednesday.
Okay. And what about Friday and Sunday?
Anytime. I am free all evening.
Gotcha.
Then we can do one thing, guys. Not to worry. Like on Wednesday, we can connect for 1 hour, or maybe 1 hour some minutes, maybe 1 hour 15 minutes, like that.
Okay, and
And
started at 10.
yeah,
Yeah,
on our Friday and Sunday, your timing, we can little bit
move it a
stretch.
little earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no, that's good. That works.
That's
That
what I'm
one.
saying. Like it's all about like how we guys are managing, because once we start the training, it's between us. So no need to worry about all these things.
Okay, buddy.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, guys. Nice talking to everybody, and you can talk to Srini, and once we decide, we can start by this Wednesday as well. Okay.
Okay, buddy. Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. Thanks. Bye, bye, guys.
Yeah, bye.